Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dustin Why Do You, and welcome to Why Do You Think? I haven't posted in a while because I tried to make this like an atheist podcast channel, but I don't really want to do that anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still an atheist and all that stuff. I still feel strongly about it. If you want, I could still talk about it from time to time, but I don't want that to be the main subject of this channel. This channel was meant to make you think, not convert or deconvert you, even though I'm open to conversations. So I decided I want to change this whole thing. Okay, so let me put it this way. I used to go on TikTok. All right, I used to go on TikTok, and this is like revamping the whole show. All right, I'm going from an hour, podcast to just a few minutes talking points, and I'll tell you why. On TikTok, I used to post all the time. Okay, I used to post random stuff all the time, and my very first hit, one of them that actually blew up, and I was like so impressed with myself, and probably gave myself too much credit, but a lot of people were commenting, "This man speaks the truth." Okay, and now this is not a political show at all. It's going to sound like it's going to be political. It is not political because people on both sides of the aisle were commenting saying that this man speaks the truth. Now, that's how I'm going to start this channel, like revamp. I'll keep all the old episodes that I have, but I'm probably not going to do anything like that again. But it's been a long time. I don't go on TikTok anymore. Do you still go on TikTok? I don't. Ever since it's been sold, at least a good portion of it. To the U.S. Ban TikTok, and then all of a sudden, it's like, and you know what? How about if we buy some of it? Then we won't ban it. We want to control it. Of course you do. I don't go on TikTok anymore. Ever since that date. There's a lot of people I miss though. I've been able to find quite a few of them on YouTube. I'm rambling. So here's the episode: Make America Great Again. Yeah, everyone's heard that. Make America Great Again. Now, if this wasn't a slogan, everybody would agree with this, right? Everybody would agree with this. But it became a slogan, and now you have some people who love the person it was associated with or hate the person that's associated with it. Okay, but the phrase itself, Make America Great Again, I don't think anyone would actually dispute that. Let me explain. When I was young, when my grandparents were young, they were working, right? Correction, my grandmother wasn't working, my grandfather was. Now, he didn't have any kind of degree. He had a factory job, like a lot of people nowadays, okay? Regular factory, just only one working, factory job, right? Local, I know a lot of people who work there right now. So, only one working, and guess what they had? They had a house, a big house, by the way. Well, okay, not big, but it was relatively big. And it came with an attic. It came with a basement. They had 3 kids together. They had a garage, front yard and backyard, decently sized. He had a whole garden in the front yard. It was beautiful, kept up well on his lawn, too. And I mentioned garage, 2 cars. 2 cars, one for him, one for her. She didn't have to work. Okay? And they were happy. They wanted for nothing. They had a dog kennel in the backyard. They bred beagles and ran them in beagle trials and all that stuff. Took them hunting. So it's not like they were bored. It's not like they didn't have money to do things. No, they did a lot. 3 kids, and they were still able to do all that with one factory job. Didn't have a problem affording anything they really wanted. They had a big TV, and when I say big TV like that, it was big for the time, okay? My grandfather's been gone for quite some time. I don't remember how old I was. I don't know if I was even a teenager yet. That's how long it's been. It's been a long time. So the TV itself was big in comparison, okay? They had everything. Front yard, backyard, I mentioned attic, basement. He had a whole metal shop in his basement, by the way. He made his own sinkers for fishing. Actually, I wonder if that's all he did in there. Now that I'm remembering, I think that was all he did. He just made a crap ton of sinkers. Maybe he sold them too, I don't know. He did make his own lures too in some ways. Yes, he did. Yep. I remember bass lures. He made them himself. He was very crafty. Hardworking guy. Anyway. Yeah, you want to make America great again? Make it like that. Make it like that. And let me tell you something. I don't know anybody on either side of the aisle who would disagree with that. And I think everybody on both sides of the aisle, that's what they're fighting for. They want America the way it was. They want one person working. At the time it was husband, women were discouraged from working. Don't get me wrong, I know about all that. But that's what you only needed, one person working, and they were able to afford all that. Make it like that. So do me a favor. I don't care what side of the aisle that you're on. I don't even want to hear about that. But a lot of you claim to be experts. I don't mean a lot of you, but everyone I talk to, everyone seems to be an expert on how to fix the country, make America great again, And nobody can agree with each other, right? Everyone has their own ideas, but if you've really thought this through, really thought it through, because it's been a long time. I'm sure everybody at some point has really thought about this, because we are sick of the high prices. We are sick of the high rent. We are sick of the high housing. We are sick of the high interest rates. We are sick of, did I say groceries? Groceries, gas prices, everything. We are sick of it, all of us. So if anybody has any idea on how to fix this, let me know in the comments. I want to hear about it. Anyway, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I know you can't disagree with that. In fact, that's what both sides are fighting for, and all they do is argue with each other. Not making this political. Shut up, Dustin. Yeah. I'll say it again. You want to make America great again? Make it like that. So I'm going to stop it here, because I don't plan on talking any more than the amount of time that has already been. My name is Dustin. Why do you? This is the new Why Do You Think? And this is probably the closest to politics I'll ever get, because I have a bunch of stuff written down that I really want to rant about, and that's as far as I'm going with it as far as politics. None of it has anything to do with politics. The rest of my list has nothing to do with politics. I'm used to doing gaming videos. Okay, I have a gaming channel. Why Do You Games? I'll have the link in the description in case you're interested. But I usually end it with, thanks for watching. All my links are in the description, including the link to get this game if you want to play it for yourself. But this is not a game. This is real life. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you next time. Boop!